what to discuss with your boss in your one-on-ones. If you're a team lead or a manager or a senior manager, you will have one-on-ones with your boss, which will be quite senior people. And even if you're in the delivery team or on the tools, then your one-on-ones with your boss are really important. So across the board, what are the type of things that you should prepare for your one-on-ones with your boss? Generally, I like to cover three main areas. First one is people. So primarily more important across the board. So the people side, they can be on stakeholders on projects, or it can be your team and how they're going. And any people updates are critically important and should be covered in almost every one-on-one. So make sure that you provide people updates and raise any key issues. Talk about how people are going, their development plans, what they're aspiring to do next, how we're helping prepare them, what are the people that we are preparing to either to promote or to take on a more senior role, to move laterally. Lots of very important things to cover on the people side. So make sure that's included in your one-on-ones with your boss. Secondly, they don't have to be in this order, but in the session, but I'll cover three. So second is BAU. So this is more operational delivery, challenges, where things are stuck, what you need their help on to either unblock or progress. Anything that's BAU, make sure that you're helping drive the agenda, coming prepared with the list of projects that you and your team are working on, status on each, what are the next steps, and any areas where you need support or to escalate to further discussions. Obviously, for things that are pressing, don't wait for the one-on-one to escalate early and as soon as possible generally. But for non-important or non-urgent things, cover them in the one-on-one. So in general, bosses will like to have a good overview and a bit of a download in those one-on-ones. And also you look good and coming prepared when you have all of the projects that your team's working on and a status update for all of them, the next steps, and any challenges or roadblocks for any of them. So come prepared. And then pro tip is that if you can send your boss, say a weekly update with that, it really makes you shine and takes a lot of stress out of their sort of mental capacity that they have. And ideally, bosses want information to come to them and issues raised early. So you can do that in an offline, in a written manner. Do that, and then come with the updates to the one-on-ones. So that's item 2, covering the BAU components. And then the third one is covering strategy. This is really important because this gives you the longer term focus, while the BAU is more the immediate focus. What are we thinking about the long term? How are we going versus our strategy? Anything that we need to update? Any new things that we should start thinking about? Any updates on our roadmap? Have there been changes to the business strategy that reflect changes on our strategy? Are there new opportunities that we didn't know that we should move into? Otherwise, we'd be missing out. So make sure that you're discussing the longer term horizon. Great opportunity to pick the brains. To do that, I would recommend that you show the way that you would approach a problem, or the way that you would provide a solution, how you would approach something. Make sure you give your input first, and then ask them what they would do differently, and then understand that gap, and then understand why, and being able to understand their thinking and their approaches will give you a lot of learnings that you can get from your boss and bosses over time. So make sure that you cover the strategy, and across the board, tell them what you would do first, and then ask them for their opinion. I hope this is helpful. So 3 things to cover in the one-on-one with your boss: Please share, follow for more videos like this, and tag people on comments below that you think would benefit. Also give us feedback on what else you usually like to cover in one-on-ones with your boss. Thanks so much. See you in the next video.